tonight.
I like that song. And the people
Grab
that
your coat and get your
here with us, we're going to talk to these folks right now on 1430 WNAV. It's Alan Ostroff and his wife, Anna Roberts Ostroff. They join us from the Infinity Theater Company. Welcome back.
Thanks, Bill. It's great to be here on WNAV again.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's good to have you both. Let's see, Anna, you're originally from the area, right?
Yes, I am. I'm originally from Annapolis, and I actually grew up doing theater here at a bunch of the great community theaters, and also with my high school, Broadneck High School. Mm-hmm. And since then, I moved to New York and studied musical theater at NYU. Okay. And Alan and I have been very fortunate. You know, we've performed together, actually, all over the country. It's been really exciting. We've worked professionally at many theaters all over the country and in New York. And we've been producing since about 2005. And we're really, really excited now to be in our second season of our theater company, Infinity Theater Company, and are really excited to be bringing some great productions this summer to Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay. Hey, Alan, where are you from originally?
I am originally from New Jersey, from South Jersey. And I have to say, I just... as soon as Anna and I started dating and I started to come down here and see where she grew up, I fell in love with the area as well. It's
okay.
a great place.
Well, South Jersey is not such a bad place either.
South Jersey is a wonderful place, especially right now with the Phillies doing so well.
All right. I remember it was a Cowtown Rodeo or someplace up there. Anyway, Alan and Anna are performing My Way. How many people are in the cast? Just the two of you, or you have more?
Yeah, there's the two of us. We represent sort of the young crooning Sinatra era. And then there's another couple that represents the swinging 60s Rat Pack era of Sinatra's career. And they're played by Joseph Delger, who has a couple of Broadway credits in the show Lestat and in Ragtime, and he was on the road with the Phantom of the Opera, in which he understudied that role and frequently went on for it. And Mary Jo Mecca, who has a long list of stage and screen credits.
Okay, so you're doing a variety of Sinatra music. Is it just music, or do you have any acting, or what?
Yeah, it's actually a mix of both. Along with the four singers, there's also a really wonderful three-piece jazz band that will be joining us on stage. And yes, there is a script as well, so there's definitely acting in between all of the really cool medleys that we do. And it's really just talking about different moments in Sinatra's life and really kind of taking the audience on a journey through both the stories of Sinatra's life and career, as well as all of his wonderful music that he recorded.
Yeah, it's a great piece because it's really all about the music. I mean, it crystallizes the legend that was Sinatra in that the older generation that grew up with his music can share it with the younger generation that may not be aware of him or his life or even his style of singing. But it really doesn't do it as there's a little bit of narrative to it. There's the relationship between the younger and the older couple. But it's not a tell-all. It's not one long structured story. It's just about the music. It's about just like one of his most famous songs, "The Song Is You." Well, he was his songs, and that's what we put across with this show.
Yeah, it's almost like when you give Sinatra a song to sing, it was like giving him a script.
Yeah.
And he would act it out,
Yeah, very much so. And just like Alan said, I mean, the thing that's just so great about this piece is it really is just a fabulous show for all age groups, and everyone's really going to enjoy it.
Well, I remember his son, Frank Sinatra Jr., who worked with Frank for years as his musical conductor, and worked with him in the latter years, saying that they asked Bing Crosby one time, what is it about Sinatra? And Bing, who was Sinatra's idol, because he listened to him, he wanted to be just like Bing and be a crooner. Bing thought and said, Sinatra's the only guy that all the generations get.
Yeah, I totally can see that. I can definitely see why I said that. I mean, for kids who would see this show, who grew up listening to hip-hop music and all the personalities that go along with pop music today, I mean, Sinatra's brash lifestyle and the way he lived and that ring-a-ding-ding lifestyle, I mean, that they would totally see where he was coming from and identify with that in today's pop stars. I mean, Sinatra sort of kind of, in some ways, invented that lifestyle, right?
I guess he did. You know, thinking back a few years when I used to be a working musician, and I guess it was about 8 or 9 years ago, I was playing a wedding in a big hotel in D.C., and these kids came up and said, "Come on, play some Sinatra," you know, and, you know, I said, "We'd love to," you know. So
that's great, yeah. I think also the thing that we always talk about is on the technical side. You know, we have some great musicians involved in the piece. Our musical director, whose name is David Libby, who musical directed our production of The Fantastics last year, was the perfect person to do this show because he's got a big jazz background, and he's going to be playing with a couple of great players, an upright bass and a percussionist, and then we have a great second pianist coming in for the second half of the show. Technically, Sinatra was just like, we asked someone who we worked on this production with at a theater a few years ago, why Sinatra? Why was he the voice of the generation of the century? And it was funny because his answer was he just dryly said, you know what it was? It's enunciation. He got it across so clearly. That's why you had no choice but to feel what Sinatra was feeling when he was singing. He was just a great technician, as well as having that big, huge personality and big, huge heart that he put across in every song.
Sure, and, you know, just the way he phrased, the way he breathed. They learned a lot from Tommy Dorsey, of course, as well, watching him back in the years that he was sitting in the chair while the band was doing all the playing. It was time for the singers to get up, and then they did their business. Okay, you've got this show started. Where's it going to be? Tickets, information. What's the story?
Sure. So My Way is going to be playing at the Children's Theater of Annapolis. We have a great partnership with them. And actually, any ticket that is purchased to our season for either My Way or Little Shop of Horrors, a percentage of that ticket sale will go back to the Children's Theater of Annapolis. We're really excited to be supporting them. And the show runs from June 16th to July 10th. So again, My Way is June 16th to July 10th. And we run Thursdays through Sundays. We have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening shows at 8 o'clock and Saturday and Sunday matinees at 2 o'clock. And to get tickets, you can go to infinitytheatercompany.com, or you can call our box office at 877-501-8499.
Okay, and you're still eating at your favorite restaurant?
We sure are. Broadneck Grill is a great restaurant, and they are offering a great lunch or dinner package with our shows, and it's a free lunch or dinner on the day that you come to the show, with some restrictions, but it's a great place. We love to go there, and we invite anybody who comes to see the show to go.
Yeah, and actually, for any audience members who want to come out to both of our shows, if they buy both tickets at the same time to My Way and Little Shop, they'll get a 20% discount to the tickets, and they'll also get a membership card, which will get them discounts at other local partners that we have. So it's a really good deal.
Okay, once again, how do they get the tickets?
877-501-8499 or visit infinitytheatercompany.com.
Okay, well, Alan and Anna, thanks for stopping by once again to 1430 WNAV. I hope your production is a success, and we'll be talking to you in the future.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me?
And take in My Way, the musical tribute to Frank Sinatra from the Infinity Theater Company on 1430 WNAV. It's always a pleasure to have these fine artists stop by.